Yes guys, so part two. So before we get into the actual diet itself, last little bit. So the reason why it's been called the 3 week weight loss challenge instead of a fat loss challenge is because we're doing it off scale weight. So for me, the best way to measure fat loss will be through body fat calipers that kind of pinch onto the skin and fat and give you a more accurate reading of a fat loss. Because we're going off scale weight, it's going to be weight, it's going to be general weight based, okay? But again, like you hear a lot of things like, it isn't unhealthy, just try and lose as much weight as possible. Well, no, because the diet itself is nutrient rich, okay? So the diet we've put in with all the macronutrients and all the vitamins and minerals it contains, health wise, is absolutely perfect. So although we've called it the weight loss challenge, as much weight you can lose in 3 weeks, you are still eating a healthy diet, therefore it is not unhealthy. So weight loss is down to 4 things, okay? Again, this is me speaking, so some people might disagree, but I wanted to put this in because I feel it's important before you go into the diet plan, especially for the people that really want to go for this. So weight loss is down for 4 things for me, and in this order. So number 1 is stress, okay? Stress is a major player within burning fat and building muscle. The reason being is stress kind of activates a hormone called cortisol, and when cortisol rises, it stops the body, or makes it very hard for the body to burn fat for fuel, and also makes it very hard for the body to build muscle, because you kind of go into a fight or flight mode. So without going into too much detail, the more stress you are, the more cortisol is raised within the body, and then the harder it is for you to achieve your goals, and to change your body shape. So really have a look at the stresses you've got in your life, and ways you can work on improving that area. I'm going to give you a little tip in a minute about that as well, okay? So that for me is number 1. Number 2, sorry guys, is alcohol. For fat loss, it is the biggest killer, bar none. So this is a 3 week challenge. I would say no alcohol within the 3 weeks, but again, it's down to you guys how you want to play it, okay? The third one is diet. Diet becomes before training for me, because you can actually lose body fat, you can actually lose weight without training and just by having a good diet. So that's why diet is number 3, and then obviously training is number 4. Not to say it isn't important, of course training is massively important, but that's the order I'll put it in. So for me, for the 3 week challenge guys, there are 4 things you really need to look at and address, okay? Obviously, hopefully you're smashing training at benchmark, your diet's going to be given to you on a plan. I'd limit or cut out completely alcohol, and really do look into the stresses within your life and how that's affecting yourself, okay? So a few things to think about is, can your partner work with you? I know partners and families are going to be a big a complication kind of going forward. So can you get your partners or your kids involved or on board? Or if not, can you say to them, guys, this is something I need to do for me. Please, can you support me for 3 weeks while I give this everything I've got? And hopefully they'll see how much it means to you and give you the support you need, okay? So just have an honest chat with them kind of thing. Yeah, perfect. So